Hi everyone, welcome to class. I'm Dami of Two Exclusive. Today we're learning how to make this stylish bustier, monostrap bustier. So please stick to the end of the tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. For our returning subscribers, thank you. And also if you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and drop beautiful comments. And also if you have a question, you can drop it in the comment section. So thank you for joining us, and let's get into today's work. So to draft our monostrap princess dash bustier, we're going to have to fold our pattern paper into two. So once we have this now, we can go ahead and start drafting it out. So we'll start by drawing out the outline here. So you measure your bust points, have your shoulder measurement, you measure the shoulder measurement. I added 7 inches, so from my waist to the hemline to get the length of the blouse I added 7 inches. So from here now I will come to my chest line also to mark my shoulder measurement here. I've done that now. I'm going to be transferring the pattern using my tracing wheel. I will transfer the pattern to the other side so that we have a full scale bodice. So now I've transferred it on both sides, so we have a full scale now. First we'll be dealing with is we'll be drawing out the asymmetric, the shape on this hem here. So to do that, we're going to be marking out the center pattern. So we have this. So on the center here, on the waist, so from the waist you can go down by, let's say, 2.5 inches from the waist. Then you just connect it to the first dart leg, or you can go in from here by 1 inch if you don't want it to be very sharp. So do this and do the same thing on the other side. So just mark out this place. So this place is where you are going to be putting the buttons that is on the waistline. So you come to this side of the waist here, you step down by 3 inches, then you connect to this first dart leg like this. Then you repeat the same thing on the other side. Come down by 3 inches and connect it to that leg also. So this is what the down part is going to be looking at. Now we can proceed to draft out the neckline. So for the neckline now, this is what we have. One is a mono strap. So the mono strap is on this side and it has a strap on this place. So we're going to be marking out the wideness of the neck we want. So I'll be going with 3 inches. So I'll mark out 3 inches here. So now this place, I'm just going to blend it up a little bit. We'll be connecting from this point to this point right here. So just going to blend it with the armhole like this. Then you can use your free hand or you use your cuff. So let's try using cuff. If you can blend it together like this. Okay, I think this is perfect like this. So we can just have the neckline like this. So this is going to go like this. Now you notice that on this place now there's kind of a keyhole on this side. So from this neckline now you go in by 1 inch. Then the wideness of the keyhole depends on how wide you want it to be, but for me I think 2 inches is okay. So by 2 inches like this. So after marking the 2 inches, you come to the center line like this. So from this place that is connected here, you mark 3 inches or 3.5, how low you want it to be. I'll go for 3 inches. Then you connect the line to this first leg here. Connect 5. I'll mark it out like this, then connect it to the waistline. If at this point you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to do so. And also, if you'd like to join my WhatsApp link to request for any tutorial or ask any question, the link will be in. Side. So now this side, you are going to measure up this side. They make sure that they are equal, like in the next class.